Jeff Hayes. I work in the Alachua County Growth Management Department. One of my roles at Alachua County is helping our transition from a paper-based plan review and permit review system to a more electronic or web-based system. I decided it was time to have a look at how our transition was going, so I needed to speak with some of our staff and customers. To get a start, I wanted to speak with Vera Montgomery, one of our building permit clerks, to see how a typical residential permit is pulled today.
Well, first thing Linda is check you in and see what you want. And then once she decides on what you want and who you need to see, then she'll assign you to one of us clerks. And then we'll pull up your address and make sure that you're in the county. And make sure your pre-application screening is done if you're doing an addition or any converting to heated spaces. So once the pre-app is done, then we just go through your plans to make sure that you have everything. And then once that is done, we type up a permit, tell you what your fee is, you pay us, and we bag it up into our little Ziploc bags and put it in the box for review.
Do customers ever come in and ask if we have an electronic permit application system?
Yes, yeah, because they said, I think some other counties are doing that, but we haven't got to that point. Where there are some things that we do, like the doors, they can do that online, which has the attachment specs. And so they do that on through the e-permitting.
The application that Vera is speaking of is our new e-permitting system that we've created here at Alachua County. The e-permitting system allows contractors to pull permits such as garage doors, mechanical changeouts, air conditioning, window replacements, things of that nature, online without having any paper process at all. I decided to ask Tommy Crosby, our county budget director, how the e-permit application might affect the growth management budget.
Well, the County Commission develops an adopted budget that has a performance piece in it. And some of the goals and activities that are in growth management that have to do with plan review and permitting are outlined in the document. And one of the things we've seen over the last several years, since the economy has recovered, is an increase in permit requests, which means an increase in development reviews. And so we anticipate that this being a cost-effective measure that will allow for plans to get out of the door quicker at a reduced cost per review. And so ultimately it will have an impact of no growth in the growth management budget as additional work is performed.
Is there a cost to implementing the technology at the beginning of the process?
Well, fortunately, technology is decreasing in cost over time, and human capital is a bigger investment. So yes, we believe that for a much smaller investment at the front end of technology to be able to do things online and to keep up with the current technologies will mean a dramatic cost savings on the back end of human capital needs. One of the key points is that collaboration among departments and understanding the workflow process from beginning to end, from the citizen request or the citizen need all the way through to board approval and implementation of the board action if needed, or the implementation of the policies and processes already in place within the department.
I wanted to ask Jimmy Collins, who's helping with our technical transition here at the county, how we compare to other local governments.
Well, I guess you could say the larger cities and counties move faster with technology than the smaller. I consider us a pretty small county compared to, say, like Miami-Dade. But as far as our size, I feel we've been at the cutting edge at times with our technology.
Do you think technology innovation is different in public versus private?
Harder to innovate in a government setting than it is in private sector where money's involved with innovation. So there's less incentive.
I asked one of our local contractors how they feel about using the online system versus an in-person paper system.
Depends on how good a communicator the building department is. It can be slow sometimes online. Sometimes it can be fast, depending on how good our staff does and how the building department communicates. We have an office that's a few blocks away from here, so it's very easy for us to come in and pull permits and try to talk out all the details. with some of the building departments that are out of town, we do everything on e-permits. We don't, we send everything to them, they approve it, and they send us back, and we answer the questions usually through emails. But we typically don't do that in the areas where our offices are located, because it's just, we like to, take care of all issues while we're in there. They both have their issues, and our staff and the building department staff have to, we both have to grow and get used to some of that stuff. You guys do a good job. We've never had a problem, and the building official, the present one and the past one, has always been very cooperative with our business, and it's been fantastic. We've had a good relationship for a lot of years.
So it sounds like we're doing a pretty good job here at Alachua County. We're well on our way, but we have a long ways yet to go till we can have a truly paperless digital plan review process.